Hello. How's it going? How's everybody doing this afternoon, this evening? Let me just run through and say hi to who's here. Jerry, Jeff, Kenny, Edward, Brick Church, Da Vinci, and let's see, Nipa is here, and Steve is here. So thanks for leaving a comment. I appreciate it. And there's another Steve just popped in. Yay. So, how's my audio? Sounding okay? I was going to use my wireless mic and it's dead, so I'm back to my boom mic. And I was looking at Kenny saying last day of Prime Days deliveries. I haven't got any of my Prime Day. No, I got one of them. Jeff's trying to stay dry. It's been raining for the past 4 hours. We haven't had rain in days. Soaking in Rays is here. Patty Wright is here. Hello, hello. Today I want to engrave some Zippos. And the first thing I'm wanting to do is engrave the Zippo, or recreate the Zippo that was my dad's that burned up in the fire at their house. So I'm going to do that on a silver, one of the brushed silver Zippos. And then I have one design. I have two more I need to do. Actually, I have three I need to do. So 4 total that I need to engrave. And then I also wanted to show you. Hello, my mom has joined chat. How's it going, Linda? Mother. Anyway, I also wanted to show you, if you saw my video on Zippos the other day that came out, and I showed you where I'd engraved this side of the Zippo, and it was a little crusty around the edges. Well, I left a little bit of that on there, but actually, most of that should scrape off. So I let these soak in lacquer thinner, and now it's nice and almost squeaky clean. All that crap is on there. I left a little bit on there spots just so you could see me scrape it off. But there's the clear coat right there. There you can see it. That's the clear coat coming off. So you can just strip that off of there, and then these brushed brass, brushed brass Zippos are good to go. So there's one, and then I have one that's totally clean. So I ended up using a nylon brush to brush the brushed brass. Trying to make that into a tongue twister. And Tyler, what's up? How's it going? Oh, I have a guest popping in. Well, welcome to the program, Jeremy. How is it going? Let me get you up here side by side.
Hey, everybody.
How's Jeremy this afternoon?
I am tired, but I'm doing good.
Well, good. At least you're doing good. But anyway, I was telling them about these brushed brass Zippos, how I let it sit in lacquer thinner overnight and took all the clear coat off.
Nice.
So now this one isn't crusty anymore, and what the little bit of crustiness that is left will just brush right off. And then the other one that's brand new has no clear coat on it, and I scraped the last little bit off and showed them that.
Well, I don't have any Zippos.
Hello, Simon and Thomas.
But I do have some brand new brass sheets I can play with tonight.
Oh, sweet. Hey, Jim. Hey, Jack. Thanks for leaving a comment, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, so you guys if you saw last week's live stream that was broadcast on all our channels, we did a fundraiser for my mom and dad. Their house burned down July 4th, unfortunately. And my mom was here in chat. So, Jeff, thanks for those kind words.
Can we get a little ASMR going? Nope, it's too quiet.
I could hear it. And I want to show you guys something else. I had an idea. Oh, that's a nice brass sheet.
That's what I cut my earrings and stuff out of on the fiber laser.
Oh, nice. So Sharks with Lasers has a depth map that he calls it God's Anchor. And I thought that would be really cool if it was done in brass and something that was water themed, like this brass cap that's it's sized for a hose, just regular garden hose, 3/4 inch. And let me make this larger. So here's the brass cap that I picked up at Lowe's. Then I thought it would be cool to do a 3D engraving on that brass cap with his image. And I polished it a little bit and cleaned it up. And that's at the point where it was whenever I started getting ready for the live stream. But it looks really nice. You can see all those numbers. You can see the detail around the outer edge, all the little hash marks, and then the real tiny ones that are in the very outer edge. But anyway, I thought I'd show that to you guys, and I think I might do a video on settings I used to run that on this. I'm not quite sure how thick it is. I'm gonna have to measure it, find out. Measure the inside and the outside, and subtract the difference, and then the difference will be the thickness. But overall, I thought that turned out pretty good. So here it is from a distance. And then that led me to think, what if I got a cap this size and engrave something on it? To do something different on each edge and then a different on the top. And I'm just trying to think of something different to do than your standard coins, just for a little flair. Let's see. Hi, Bo. Hi, Sabrina. How's it going today? Bo says, show. Wrong one. Oh, another one came in. That's why. I've killed 10 of those Zippos. I'll figure it out eventually, hopefully after tonight. Yes, hopefully after tonight you will. Kay Murphy, how's it going? Let's see. I'll go ahead and recap. In case you guys didn't see my video on Zippos, I'll recap what I've already covered, so you can watch that video and get the settings, because you can even get those settings and kind of follow along. But here are different settings to create this multicam effect on that Zippo. Just practice more. And I ran the same settings on the brass Zippo. Whether you have a Zippo that's plain brass like this nickel type coating to give the chrome look, or I got one that looks like this, they are all, no matter the coating, they're all brass underneath. You can see that in there. So they're all brass underneath. So once you chew through that coating, use your brass settings. Sorry, Jeremy, go ahead.
I got a 50 BMG I can play with.
Oh, you got some brass there too.
Yeah, I found some brass. I knew I had some over there. I just had to go dig through my pile.
I have not tried silver. Edward is asking if I've tried silver.
Silver is pretty fun. friend of mine was making jewelry with that. He brought a big, like a sheet of it over, almost as big as this brass plate here. It was like $1,000 worth of silver, and we just put it on the fiber laser and started cutting shapes out of it for him. You got to use wobble.
Ed C, how's it going? I have not played with any precious metals really. I haven't wanted to take the risk, screw it up, and then be out any kind of money. So the risk hasn't been worth the reward, and I haven't bought any testing materials to do it. So that's why, I haven't messed with it. That's my reason. You can call me a scared, a chicken, or thrifty, or smart, whatever. I just haven't touched it yet. Communion ware. Oh, yeah. If I could pick up some, because you're going to have a difference between solid silver and silver plated. It depends on how thick the silver plating is. You'd have to be pretty gentle with it. But if I could pick up some at a flea market or somewhere, some silver plated stuff just to test with, that would be fine. I'll have to look at that. Chuck Peterson, how's it going today? So one giveaway I do have for you guys. Let me add this. Then let me switch over. Make this full screen. This is a template for a Zippo jig. And all you have to do is cut this out of plywood or whatever wood you want. I use 6mm because the Zippos are rounded on the outside. It with this template and with the Lasermatic, I didn't adjust the curve at all. It cuts it the exact size that you see. Where it's rounded, it makes a nice snug fit within the jig. So let me show you that too. So there's what it is. And it just pops in there and sits in there pretty snug. Like it's not going to come out unless you want it to. Then it'll pop right out. But there's no wiggle, and it fits real nice. That way, whenever you flip it over, it has the little cutouts for the hinge, as you can see right there. When you flip it over, it still sits perfectly in place. That's the first one I'm going to engrave, so I'll just leave that in the jig. Ed says you won't lose it. Just take the mess up, melt it down, and poof a new ingot. Yep, I guess you could do that. Simon, thank you very much for gifting 5 memberships. I appreciate it. That is awesome. That means 5 new channel members. Chicago Bob is here. How are you doing today, sir? So anyway, I'm thinking I'm probably just going to upload this jig file to my website, put the link in the description, then you can download it from there. Hey, Ventari is popping in. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it, sir. Da Vinci 10, how's it going? Let's see. Jeremy, I'm hogging all the screen time.
I was in light burn. I wasn't even paying attention.
All right. Well, I know if you want to say something, you'll speak up.
Yeah, I was listening. I was just trying to get things ready for burning some brass. Trying to see if I can remember where my settings were. Here's a hot tip, guys. If you got multiple lenses for your fiber, CO2, UV, label your settings so you know which setting goes with what lens, because I have some settings that I don't know what lens I use it with. I'm trying to figure that out.
That is very handy. I started out not naming them, then I started naming them, and then just combined the library. So I just use one library for all the lenses, but each lens is individually labeled.
It's been a long time since I've engraved brass, so I don't have that one labeled what lens I was using.
On my newer settings anyway.
Yeah.
A NASCAR pit crew. I look like I should be in a NASCAR pit crew instead of lasering. Yeah, I don't like using the speakers on my monitor because if the microphone picks it up, then I get feedback. At least this way, I don't have to worry about it. Plus, these are comfy and have a good range. And they're cheap. They're cheap Logitech headphones, but I've had these for like 3 years.
I had to quick come out here and do a flying run of switching all my internet cameras and all my stuff back to my laptop because this new little mini computer does not have Bluetooth that'll go more than 1.5 feet away from it. So I was using my wireless headphones, and I had to sit like right here by the thing to be able to hear the other day. So I am back on the laptop tonight.
Back on the laptop. I say no, I don't want to say that. All right, I need to switch to the proper laser. And then let's get this framed up. All right, I'm going to turn on the Mon port. The fan's been a little loud lately, so hopefully my noise cancellation works and it doesn't drown out audio. All right, I'm going to get into Lightburn here. Just a moment. All right, now I can go to Lightburn. If I hit the right one.
All right, I'm going to try this with my 220 lens, and we'll see where we go.
Ed, No, and Jeremy back on the laptop tonight would be his country song that he makes.
If I did country.
Your desktop left you, so you're back with the laptop.
All right, I got to start writing some stuff down now.
Okay, here's the first design I'm going to do on the Zippo. That should be Bill. Yes. So here we have West Virginia Proud, then an outline of the state and the silhouette of a coal miner, then Poppy up at the top. So I'm going to add my Zippo outline to the project. And let's make this like that. And I'll make sure I get you guys this outline as well as the jig file. Actually, I'm going to take these two.
And that would be the wrong lens.
Oh no, not the wrong lens.
It's looking pretty good, but it's not the color I wanted.
Okay. So I'm going to run this. I'll go through the settings here in a minute. First, I just want to get this framed up and lined up with the jig that's sitting on the table. So first thing I want to do is frame this guy.
You know,
go ahead.
This 1.6.03, all of my settings have gone back to like some weird, and I've gone back to my prefs and restored prefs back to even like April and May before I put this in. And every time I open this up, it makes my settings go weird. And this somebody on Facebook today had the same problem that they were in their Lasermatic. And I have settings for cut that it's 425, 435. And I go to click on that setting, which I've used since I've got this thing, and it's been fine. And all of a sudden, they're all 6,000 now. No matter what file I open. I don't understand what's going on.
Well, that's crazy.
My line spacing is off.
All right. So this needs centered up vertically. So I'm going to click on it first, and then I'm going to click on, or horizontally, I mean. Then I'm going to click on this frame. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is go to Shape Properties, highlight this frame, and then lock it so that I can't move it. Then I can select that and this. And, well, see, this changed my Arrange menu. I should have Arrange, or Window, Arrange Long, not Window, Arrange Short version. All right, so now that's centered horizontally. Okay, very good.
Yeah, we'll see where that goes. I'll come back in and see what's going on.
All right, I'm going to run this first and get the shading, and then we'll come back and you can go through the settings and you'll see the corresponding shade that it produced. So
Thomas Sharp, the new member.
Awesome. Thank you, Thomas. So I'm going to select all these and just go ahead and run this. Then we'll talk about settings. Let me get my light back up. It's been a long time since I ran this file, so I can't remember exactly how the lighter looks. I have a picture of it somewhere. I think I put it on the thumbnail. You know what's always a good thing to do? Use the correct focal stick.
Yeah, add new lines for the song.
All right. I'm way out of focus. I have that taken care of already. Nope. See, it's easy to do rookie mistakes.
Oh man, when you got so many lasers, you don't remember which one you had doing what where.
Absolutely, that's exactly what I did.
Thomas said he just got a Galvo, so he's here to learn. Cool. What'd you get, Tom?
All right, now I need to frame it again. Make sure I didn't screw anything up. Just by getting the proper focal height, it shifted just a little bit.
Nice. 20-watt MOPA.
Very good. Maybe if I have time, I could try to run a Zippo on the 20-watt I have. I'm going to be using the 60-watt with a 200-millimeter lens.
I am running the 60-watt with a 220 right now.
Nice. Now that I'm in focus, it should actually do something. So here we go. And Jeremy, whenever you're running something, you can put the camera on you.
This camera is causing me fits again. My computer and my USB won't recognize it right now.
Oh, well, that stinks.
Every once in a while, I'll start using it to do a video, and it'll tell me it won't recognize it. So I fight with it for an hour and then say "phooey" on it.
Oh, okay. Hey, it's Guy the Jedi. How's it going today? Ed said he was doing a material test and couldn't figure out why nothing was showing up, and all the settings were set to 0 power. That will do it.
Or your line interval is set to 0.8 or 0.85 or 1.2 or something. It's like, no, that doesn't work.
Okay, so this side is done. Pop that out. Here we go.
Cool.
I'm just going to wipe off the dust with a microfiber here real quick, and then I'll head over to the main camera and show it to you after I wiped it off.
Holy crap, this thing's looking 3D.
So there's a few different shades. It looks pretty cool. Oh no. Trouble has entered the building.
Who?
Trouble, that's who.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, Rich. How's it going?
What's up, guys? What you all up to?
All right,
Zippos.
so
Brass.
far on brass, this is what I've gotten done.
You did all that since you started?
Not tonight, but just since I started using brass, this is what I've done. Not that side was my beginning, and this was the second half, and then I put it away for about, I don't know, close to a year now. I haven't touched it. I'm surprised I still have this.
Yeah, good thing you hung on to it. For sure. How's Rich today?
Good. Just got back from the house. Had a shrimp po' boy. Brought a oyster one for my wife. And playing around in the shop today, making a video. In fact, this is what I did today, making a video. I'll show you real quick. It is the Wi-Fi code. Well, let me show you on a different camera because that camera is not very good.
Very nice.
So that's the Wi-Fi code for here. Yeah, it's 2 layers.
Yeah, it looks good.
Top and the bottom. And I got this idea from WeCreate. I was messing with the WeCreate laser, and this is the one that they have on their website to download. But I thought mine is much nicer. I used white painted wood, and the WeCreate for some reason leaves a lot of dust. The 40 watt in its wake, and I can't seem to get that dust off. Whereas the Lasermatic does a perfect job. So that's what I've been doing today, making that video. Oh, and I got my hat press in. Carbon fiber. Got my name on the side.
Looks good.
Right there. I like that little added touch with the name on the side or something, a web address, something like that. But
yeah,
I wasn't able to use your settings though. So your settings didn't work for me, and the patch peeled off pretty easy. But I wound up doing what was it? I think I wrote it down on by the hat press.
Yeah, you're like 325 or 350 at 45 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, 350 and 45 seconds. Yeah, worked well.
Your head's doing better than you got a hat on it.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Nice. Oh, you healed up good.
It was nothing to heal. It was road rash. Just a couple scratches.
But still, putting a
yeah. Thank you.
Yep, putting a hat on road rash hurts though. Been there, done that.
All right. Yeah. So I have this bronze for the poppy, and then the lighter shade for the state, and then the dark for the West Virginia Proud and the minor. So I'll go through those settings. We'll do the poppy, then the outline, then the minor.
Cool. Mine's done. I'll show mine real quick.
Yeah, Guy, I got tired of the flooding at the old shop, so I moved into a new place.
That looks like a very nice black.
Well, it was a white before, so there's a little bit of a white outline inside that, and on a 45, so I did a negative 45 with the black. It looks like 3D now up close, but yeah, that turned out really good.
Very cool.
Nice.
So here's the settings that I used for the poppy. If you want to copy those down, that's with a 60 watt, 200 millimeter lens. And that's basically the bronze looking shade. But you don't have to copy them down. You can always just go back and scrub through and find that setting.
So I did bring my my Zippo, and then I realized I don't have the fiber laser set up yet.
Uh-oh.
So that's going to take me that'll take me a little bit to get done. I have to figure out exactly where it's going to go. But the good thing is now I'm going to have 4 studios here, so I don't have to organize, move things around for every live stream.
In general, this is the setting for the minor in the West Virginia Proud. The tighter your line interval with brass, the darker the shade is going to be. That's just a rule of thumb. It's not always going to hold true. So it ran at a speed of 1,000, power of 80, frequency of 50, Q pulse of 200, and a 0.005 line interval. And it got that nice dark shade.
Oh, wow. That's faster than mine was.
And then the blue, which is the outline, layer 1, and that was the light shade, very light. That was a speed of 2200, power 65, frequency 55, Q pulse of 200, and a line interval of 0.03. So 0.03 was the lighter shade. And the poppy was also the 0.03. It's just at a different power. And 4 passes to get that nice shade. So that's it for that one, that side anyway. The next side is a little tougher.
You zoom in on that? There you go.
Next, here, let me move this out of the way. Here is side 2.
Jeez.
So that graphic is 33 millimeters wide in total.
That's nice. I like that.
And it looked good on the original. Let me just move this up so I have nothing across the fold here. And that should be good enough to run right now. So let me put side 2 up there and we'll run it. While I'm doing that, if you guys have anything you want to talk about, go right ahead.
I'm just here hanging out. If anybody's got any questions, I'm in the comments, and well, I'm not in them, I'm reading them.
What do you got there, Patrick? Was that a jig?
Yes. Jig made out of 6 millimeter birch plywood, and everybody's going to get the jig file as soon as I get it uploaded to my website.
Did you just engrave the lighter there, and it sort of sits in the engraving?
Yep.
Nice.
There you go.
Oh, you cut all the way through. Okay, I got you.
Yep.
Okay.
And I got cutouts for the hinge, so it doesn't matter what side you pop down. And then it's tight enough that it doesn't wiggle and it holds it in place pretty well.
So he's asking, the Seafarers is asking, how long did that design take for the backside, I think?
How long did it take to run it?
Yeah. Have you run one yet?
No, getting ready to.
Oh, okay. Well, you're going to find out live.
Yep, I'm going to run it live right now.
So, Jerry, are we recommending the Monport fiber lasers now? Well, Monport doesn't make them, and they are original JPT MOPA sources. So I wouldn't recommend anything that Monport buys. But in the case of the 60-watt JPT MOPA, it is a more expensive model, and they do have a good price on it. So, and it does come from a quality factory. So that's probably the only thing I would recommend. And a couple of months ago, we both liked it from the day that we got it. So I think I got mine first, and Patrick got his second.
I like it. Where the galvo connects to the tower, the laser source path connects to the tower. It's a little wobbly, so as long as you're not messing around with it too much and leave it set where gravity lets it settle, it does fine. So other than that, I haven't had any issues, and I would recommend this little all-in-one fiber. It's nice. And Bo, yes, I'm actually doing a photo on a lighter today.
Yeah, I did my wife on a lighter. Yeah. Chicago Bob says, not used to seeing Rich with sleeves. Oh, well, I'll tell you why. Because I got a new shirt with my logo on it right there.
So, nice. That looks good.
Yeah, I got a couple of these shirts, and actually I got some new what do you call that? Some new iron-on patches, and I just printed I printed it on the iron-on patch. Bought a couple of regular T-shirts, and that's the outcome.
See, I have a Monport affiliate link that should be in the description of this video, and I'm using the Monport GI60. It's the GI60.
Yeah, that's what we both have. Steve Smith says, not really me, it's AI.
AI.
That's funny. That's pretty funny.
Oh man, you should do a song with an AI Rich voice. So he's singing it.
I actually have a pretty good voice.
Yeah, you could sing about Jeremy's desktop leaving him.
Yeah.
So we're at 2 minutes and 40 seconds so far.
Yeah, it's going pretty quick. How many passes is it doing? I see it's already on the outer frame.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different layers. So it's on the final one right now.
Welcome.
Hello, Gord. How's it going?
Oh, I forgot to put my glasses on. Jeremy put his on.
I forgot to put mine on too.
I know you guys can't see him, but there he is.
And that's it. It is done.
Clean it up.
3 minutes, 21 seconds. Now let me wipe that off, and I'll show it on the main camera. No special tricks, just a microfiber. Clean the dust off.
I bought a little brush set, little hand brush set, and one of them is metal, one of them is brass, and the other one is some type of plastic. And it works really well on cleaning up the laser files on metal. Oh, that came out good. Really nice.
There. I can get a good angle there.
Nylon rich.
Yeah, yeah, I see that. You're right, Guy. That's what it is. Black nylon.
Yeah, so that looks good.
I don't remember things anymore. I'm getting too old.
So that one is done.
Jeremy, you can take your glasses off now.
No, I'm going to be looking at it here a minute. I'm still in light burn.
Yeah, I'm still trying to plan out how I'm going to set up the lasers in the other studio next door. So I think I'm not sure if I think I might want to put one fiber in here. And for now, I have to because I don't have. I got that air extractor in that you told me to get, Patrick. Remember the other day on the live?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that came in, but I still have to get. There are no. This room, I'll show you, doesn't have the typical ceiling. This is going to try and stay on me. You see the ceilings? So it's not like, the push tiles that you see, the
Yep.
most commercial spaces. So, and the roof here slants from the front. It comes down about 2 feet lower in the back. So it's just a big long slant. And getting up in the attic, got to be somebody with a lot less muscle than me to be able to fit up there and go all the way. The back wall happens to be the spot where we have to get that diamond circular bit, the 6-inch bit, and bore a hole through there. So it's going to be a really big project. So in the meanwhile, I think I'm just going to put it right here next to my wood supply and stuff, and I'll keep using the fume extractor or air purifier, as they call it, that I've got over here. I just washed all the filters and replaced the charcoal, and it's working pretty good so far. So I've only last night and today were the only times I've used it, and there wasn't much. It didn't set off the smoke. Oh, I just broke my project. It
I
didn't
heard
set
that
off
snap.
the smoke alarm. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Did you have a hammer out by any chance?
No, I just snapped this piece right here. No, you can't see it anyway, the top part. But I think maybe with a little bit of CA glue,
Now,
I might be able to put it back together.
let's see. Jerry Clayton, that was a new name. Hello, Clayton.
Oh, guess what? I made a mistake on the first one. And
All right, the next Zippo that I need to do is the photo one, and it is by request. So I'm not trying to get political, but this is actual a paid job that I'm doing, and it doesn't matter what the politics are. You don't want to turn down a paid job. So let me show you. Hit the correct button.
it looks like Kamala is going to be running against Trump.
Yeah, that's
For
crazy.
now.
Biden stepped down today. For now,
Yeah.
they're going to change that. I told my wife 2 days ago or yesterday that Biden will step down.
So this is the design I was working on, and someone saw it and decided that they wanted to purchase one. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to show you the breakdown of this design. When you're running a photo on brass, you really want to have like this cutout that's around the photo. Or not around, but lines up with the photo, so that you can make a nice white base, and then you can run your brass black settings in the for the image itself. So then you'll have the white, and then you add the black in to bring in the shading. Then you end up with your Zippo with the picture on, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like starting with white paper and then adding black to it. So that's what we're going to do with the Zippo is make the base white and then start adding in the black.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do these. Let's see. What shade should I make the flag? I don't want it to be black. At least
How about blue?
That's kind of tough to do.
Jeremy, what are you doing over there?
Jeremy's
Throwing
tearing
stuff.
stuff up.
I'm gonna mute him.
Do you have a hammer out?
He can't talk to you now. I muted him.
Oh, okay. Bad Jeremy. But in the video that I did for the Zippo, multicam Zippo, these settings are in there. So you'll be able to pick these settings out of that video. So let's make the this flash. Let's make that one the bronze.
By the way, if you guys don't know what Patrick just did to flash the color, he right-clicked on that layer, and
yes,
you can also turn off the other layers or
so
hide
right
them.
there, I'm right-clicking and it makes it flash, so you see which layer 20 is. What do you mean turn off the other layers? Like the show or the output? Or are you talking about something different?
No, you can turn off. Yeah, no, it's exactly. You did both of what I said.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need these to be shown. The black, you'll see that one we do need.
Kenny's got it right.
That one we need. That one we don't need. Red we don't need.
Well, Ed, if you're wanting to see what layer that you're working on, you right-click on that layer, and it flashes. You can also turn off all the other layers until you have just the one that you're working on showing.
Yep.
And you can also select that layer, the entire layer, by holding Shift and clicking on the layer. I hope that made it better.
Yes. So if I wanted to select just the image here, I would hover my mouse over it, Shift, click, and then it just selects the image. That's what actively selected. Yep. Another handy shortcut. Thanks, Rich.
Yep. And when you're doing this, like Patrick is in wireframe smooth, where you can see the preview on the screen, sometimes that's the way you have to select those things, or else you'll wind up selecting a different layer by mistake.
So I'm going to change this to gray to make it easier, I think, to follow along, because I had it the same shade. Okay. All right, Ed. Here, maybe this makes sense. So here I just have a regular vector layer that's not an image. Okay, and what I'm going to do is run that at my setting that gets the, say, the brightest shade. So I want it to be as bright as, just like a white piece of paper. Then when the image comes in, and if your image disappears, all you have to do is adjust it to the bottom and it'll show up on top. Then when this image runs, I'm going to use a setting that it will make each pixel that the laser hits black once it's dithered. So it'll just start, creating a bunch of black dots just like a printer would, and basically print out the picture. You can think of it that way. Hopefully that makes more sense. I'm not trying to be confusing. All right. I'm going to go ahead and run this gray layer since I just created that. So I'm going to turn off all these other layers and not output them. Select the whole thing, and the only thing I have selected to output is the gray layer, and it's hiding there behind the image. Hit laser.
Hello, Sergio.
Get a Zippo. What's going on, Sergio? Hit number 2.
Yeah, Kenny, it's called material test and time.
Now, keep in mind that to get the brass white, we've got to go through the chrome layer, the nickel plating or whatever that stuff is.
Right. Now, Ed, you'll probably get a better idea of what he was talking about.
So I don't think that got it as bright as I wanted. So I'm going to run a different setting. You can see that it is brighter.
Yeah, mine didn't go bright like I wanted it to either just now. So
That's looking better.
Yeah, it's lightened up quite a bit.
yeah, I don't know what happened. This Lightburn has screwed every setting of mine up. And I don't remember what these were supposed to be, but that doesn't look right.
I don't think Lightburn did it. I don't think Lightburn
Yeah,
did
it did. Everything on the Lasermatic now is 6,000 speed no matter what, every time I turn it on.
Okay, well, you can reset your params very simply
every
in about
day.
30 seconds.
I reset them every day back to April, and every day I turn it back on the next day, it's 6,000.
Really?
Yeah. And then some of my stuff goes upside down.
Did you file a post on the forum, on Lightburn's forum, so that they can know about it?
Not yet. There's enough other people saying they have the same exact problem, so I figured I would just wait it out.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have that problem on my computer. I have a brand new computer here that I just installed. I didn't upgrade. I just installed 1.6.03. Everything on this computer is a fresh install. And then I went and loaded my perfs backup from my home machine after that. And now the layers that I haven't used are at 6,020, but the layers that I normally use are at my normal settings.
Yeah. I have no idea. It just started happening when I did 1.603.
I've heard other people say the same thing, so it's not just you. But whenever you do have a problem, you should make a post on Lightburn's forum.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to go ahead and run the image now, and it is going to run at a speed of 300, power of 100, frequency of 200. I'm running a Q-pulse width of 100, so those of you without MOPAs, I'd like to get a setting that you could run as well. Let me see. Let me see if I can make this.
Sergio, if you search on my channel for disaster, you'll see that you could reset all of your settings after an update in about 15 seconds.
So to make this more multi-laser friendly, I'm going to drop or increase the Q pulse, drop the frequency, but then lower the speed a little bit, and hopefully you'll get a nice black image. And I'm running a line interval of 0.02.
Yeah, Bo brings up a good point. That's probably your problem, Jeremy. Is go on the laser tab and click on optimization settings, and save what you have now as defaults. So there's a button there where you can say save as defaults, and once you've done that, everything, all the changes that you make are going to be saved with the file. So
I did that yesterday.
Okay.
All right, let's see how this turns out. I tried to adjust a little bit.
Dang it.
Although I forgot to adjust the image. it might not turn out because I didn't adjust the contrast. Got ahead of myself.
Uh-oh.
But we'll see how it does.
Yeah, I've got all mine backed up too, Kenny. But just restoring your preferences in a few seconds, that's remembered in Lightburn. So and now they have that new feature, which is what I used actually here, called bundles, where you go to File, Bundles, Export Bundle. That's what I did on my home computer. And then when I had got this one all set up, I did File, Bundles, Import Bundle in just a few seconds. So exporting bundles is better than saving your all of your different settings. It used to be you'd have to go to 6 different places to save everything. Now you just do File, Bundles.
Where are you doing that from?
File, Bundles, Export Bundles. That saves everything, all of your preferences, all of your settings, everything you got.
Oh, okay.
Into a zip
I
file.
didn't know that.
And then, yeah, and then it's a new feature in 603. And then when you get to your new computer, you do File, Bundles, Import. And it sets your new machine up exactly like your old machine. Art libraries, settings, everything.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. I doubt if this is going to turn out, but we'll see.
Hi, Frank. Yeah, Kenny, that's the easy way to do it now. So every new version of Lightburn comes out with some new features that most people don't. When you upgrade your version of Lightburn, you tick off the little box at the end that says "Show Notes," at the end, and it'll open up a Notepad document that'll tell you all the changes in all of the previous versions as well. So it'll tell you what's been changed.
Yeah, it's too dark, but I forgot to.
What'd you do?
See how the hand turns out. Yeah, it's too
You
dark.
blew it. You blew it.
Yeah, I did. Not really, though. This is when you go back to that first layer that you did, and you just run it and
Over
lighten
again.
everything up.
Clean it up. So Frank is saying he's been playing with 3D slice coins. Is there an ideal line interval I should be using on an 80-watt MOPA with a 110 lens?
110 lens is probably in the 0.2 to 0.25 range.
0.25 is like the standard, I would say.
With the 200 lens, I always use a 0.32.
Yeah. I don't think they're taking on any more beta testers, Kenny. They said they were setting it up at the Lightburn convention, and then Jason said, "Oh, they shouldn't have said that." So I don't know. Yeah, Jeff's saying if it was slate, you could just sand it off.
Yeah, Patrick, don't feel bad. I'm on attempt number 6, I think, on this same photo I'm trying to do.
Yeah, this was perfect the other day, but I forgot to adjust the. Like I said, I forgot to adjust the.
That would be a 0.02
contrast and brightness and all that stuff.
interval, Frank. .02 on the line interval. Well, actually, like 0.025 is always been the standard, but I don't know. Well, that looks much better.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's the right setting, Frank. Well, I don't know if it's the right setting, but that's what everybody I know uses anyway.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
it's just the problem with that is that's like what I don't know. Say one school of thought recommended is 0.25 for everything, but different lenses have different spot sizes, and
Yeah,
using
he's talking
0.25
about on the
for
110. Yeah.
okay, cool. Yeah, you like with the 200, I rarely use 0.25, and
Yeah.
with the 300, I would never use 0.25 in
Yeah, you
general.
got to go much higher. Yeah. That looks like it's coming out perfect now.
We shall see.
We shall. I like that little jig. I got to order some of those screws though. I lost them during the move. And Patrick, the shop flooded again this morning.
That's
I'm glad I was
crazy.
here. Yes, that makes
Are you?
6 times I think this
So
year.
you had a few screws loose and then ended up losing them.
Yeah, I always have a few screws loose.
Hopefully, you just lighten it up enough that it doesn't look too bad.
Well, 365 would be awfully low, Frank. I would guess. Um, let's see. You'd probably need to use 1,000 DPI on photos, maybe 1,015, right, Patrick? Something like that for the
Depends
110.
on, yeah, it depends on what you're doing the photo on.
Yeah, on I think we're talking about metal here, so but being that you got the lighter on there. But yeah, I mean, 1,000 DPI is probably about right if you're doing it on metals.
Yeah, and this is tighter than I would normally run in general, just to
What
get
it what
the dark on the brass. Wipe it off a little bit. I can run it again if we need to. Oh yeah, that actually looks pretty good.
on slate with a fiber? Yeah, on slate with a fiber, I use like 900.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
It looks great. Now
Now
you need
I'll
to
pop it
do
back
the flag.
in. Yep, I'll pop it back in and we'll finish it up. But that way, Ed got to see what I meant by lightening up the area behind the photo first.
Yeah.
So now let's run the flag.
No, Kenny. In my other shop over at the house in the back of the yard, um, they built houses behind us and on the side of us. We used to be in the last house in the neighborhood, and since then they've built new houses, and the code has changed for the elevation. So these houses are 2 feet higher than our property. So, and my other shop is way in the back corner of the property. So that water all drains off into the back corner of our property where the shop is. So that's why it's been flooding there. We're 4 feet above sea level, but we're 2 feet below our neighbors. So all of their runoff water comes into the back corner where the shop is. I think Bo likes it.
I think my
Okay.
problem is I'm trying to do this on the same piece of brass I tried to clean twice, and it's not letting it go.
Sergio says, much better.
Yeah. Just needed to lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah, Frank. So it depends on what you're doing. I did some, well, not slate, but I did some ceramic tiles for a buddy of mine of African animals. And I think it was 16 of them to go around his kitchen counter. And I needed to get colors on that. So that was a pain in the butt dialing all that in, but I needed to get brown and green and gray and the text and everything else in white. And I did a video on it on my channel, but that 900 seems to be it seemed pretty constant, so no matter what I did, it was changing the Q pulse and the frequency and things like that to get the colors, but I pretty much stuck at 900. Kenny says he lived on a hill in Arizona like that. That's looking good now.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that. I want to see the stars in blue and the stripes in
The
red.
flag's
I'm
blue.
gonna-
The stars need to be white.
I'm going to run this one more time.
Yeah, I mean the background for the
And-
stars.
Yeah.
I don't think you
And
can get
let's
blue on
see.
brass though.
I think I want to change. Well, that was the wrong layer.
Oh, Frank is asking for a link to that video. Let me see. What channel are you watching from, Frank? Hey, Edward. Bo was saying he got black, brown, white, and green. No blue or red on the lights. Okay, I'll just post it to all of them. That's the video that I did.
Yeah, Bo, that's the thing on brass. You're gonna get earth tones only on brass and copper. Well, actually, no, I got red on copper. I don't know where that piece is at, but I ended up getting some sort of a red color on copper.
You know what you need to ask about that, Jeremy, is Pascal.
Yeah,
I've seen him get all
there's-
kinds of colors on everything.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty spiffy blues and reds and stuff on some of that stuff he's been posting.
So what I wanted to do with this is darken up the flag stripes and then make the stars appear with a dark outline around them.
Brazil in the house. Oh, that's looking really nice now.
Yeah, I'm still not happy with the color of the stripes, so I think I'm going to redo those.
With the what?
The shade of the stripes.
I think you said color.
Did I say it right?
Yes, I think you
Correct.
did. Correctly.
Correctamundo.
All right, you're going to have to send me that later.
Can't go too deep or I'll erase all the metal off of this thing.
Yeah. I wonder how they.
Continue on though.
I think they dip these things because the inside is stainless. If you take the insert out, it's only the outside that's brass. Years ago, I had a brass one wear out.
Wait, hold on. See that gold?
Yeah,
color?
Frank's saying if you keep going, you can actually light the lighter.
I
It is
had
different, but
somebody want
it's
me to.
brass on the inside.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Pull the insert out.
I showed this earlier where I was showing that they were brass.
It's solid brass, huh? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
look
the
at that.
inserts might be stainless.
Oh yeah, the inserts are all the same. I see it now. I know I had one that wore out years ago.
You learned something today.
Yeah.
Yep, that definitely turned out pretty stinking cool.
It looks better in person because
It looks
the
pretty good
background for the
right there.
flag is darker than the stripes.
It's looking pretty good, just the way it is.
But I wanted it
It
to have
showed up-
contrast from the light shading in the image. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
both-
it
both
showed
right.
up good
The
when he was
inserts are
laying
chrome.
down.
yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit that way.
Yeah, Bo, that is Patrick's design.
Yeah, these are called street chrome, so they're like a brush nickel. I think it's nickel, maybe. Yeah, I did made this design. I cropped out got rid of all the agents that were standing around, and came up with that. So I actually did some Photoshop work and filled all that in.
Yeah, Greg's right. It does look a little 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Anyway, that's how I do a photo on Zippo.
Guess what? I realized afterward that this one that I broke, I made a mistake on another one earlier, so no worries here. I could throw this one away now with the mistaken one. I actually did this Wi-Fi code on a different kind of painted wood, but I didn't get the look at this real quick. Look at the back.
Oh,
Really cool
Oh, wow.
painted wood.
that does look cool.
But the QR code didn't come out. It came out white instead of black. I could have run over it again at a slower speed to make it black, but I don't think it would have looked good on that type of wood.
Hello to our Brazilian friend tuning in. Did you guys
missed
say
that,
hi to
huh?
him?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I did.
Roger's asking if you want to put that on one of his
One of
Glocks.
his G-Locks.
We can't talk about that anymore on YouTube since first of last month. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
they radically changed everything now.
It's crazy. But yeah, I can always try that.
I don't think so.
All right. I have one more I need to do. How about a truck?
Did you guys real quickly? Did you guys see the from Simon and Thomas?
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to highlight that real quick.
Yes. So thank you, Simon and Thomas, very much.
I just
Paul
made a
is
stand.
correct. Oh, cool,
Yeah.
Greg. Post it. Well, you're not in the Facebook group. I was going to say post a picture or send it to me and I'll post it for you. Yeah, Paul says YouTube is working as salesman for Rumble now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
This
gotta
stream
get my
is going
videos
to
back up over there.
this stream is going to Rumble.
No, I don't think it is.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's not.
said it. What?
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
grayed out. It's grayed out in the destinations.
It's got a green check mark on mine.
Click on where it says all by the comments. Click on the down arrow. You'll
Well,
see it's grayed out.
Yeah, you
Oh.
can't post comments to Rumble, but you can. It is live streaming to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whenever you post the comments, they will not go to Rumble. You have to do that.
Yeah, I set Rumble up, and it imported like, I don't know, 20 or 30 of my videos, and then stopped, and that was the end of that.
I know they're a bastion of freedom, but I put 2 videos over there and I didn't get nothing but a bunch of spam.
I didn't get anything. I think I got one comment on like 30 videos. So it's not worth all the trouble because you have to go through. Now you have to do it manually. It used to be when I signed up, you just did it. You did it automatically by importing every video from YouTube, and it got up to about 30, and then YouTube turned that feature off, and that's how it's been sitting ever since. But it doesn't get any traffic anyway, so.
No. What is it?
Kenny, it's
Honestly,
been
the only thing I watch on
it's
Rumble
been a
is
long time, Kenny. It's been a long time, Kenny, and I've gotten like one comment. I don't even know what Gab is, Paul.
Mm-mm. Are you kidding me? There's so many platforms out there people are doing stuff on that I haven't never even heard of. My kids
Yeah.
are using some stuff. I'm like, where did you find that? Another
Yep.
commie China piece of junk, probably.
I wonder if I should do something.
I say that, and we are using Chinese lasers, but
Okay.
whatever.
I just pulled in the artwork for Zippo number 3. So let me head over to Lightburn for y'all. This one is going to be a truck. It's a truck. See, it's a truck. An old truck.
Hang on one second. Let me. Oh, you are in the top right corner. Okay, so I can do that. Hang on. There.
And I was
That's
debating if I wanted to do a truck over the flag and then put there's a name needs to go on the top. So I was thinking maybe I should just do the truck over top of this flag. Maybe that might be too busy and all I want is the truck. I don't know. What do you think?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think I'm just going to put the truck by itself first.
Oh, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'll do one of my carbon fiber hat patches.
Let's go ahead and put a name there. Let's see. Zoom in. What font would we like?
Just want to save this file first. I don't want to lose all that work.
I still don't have all my fonts installed on this computer. So I got the new one.
Oh, good, Sergio. I was hoping you got that package. They raised the those flat rate boxes from $17.80 up to $25 now.
Yeah, all the prices just went up this month.
Yeah. I had no idea till I walked in there and had $20 for her, and she's like, that ain't enough. I was like, dang it.
All right, so the red part of the truck I want to be light. So I'm going to go with that right there. Then the blue part of the truck I want to be dark. Go with that one.
Yeah, it was it was for a good cause, Sergio, so I didn't mind.
And I think instead of do you want a flag or anything else? I'm going to run this on just the plain brass one off the silver and see how it does.
Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm about to do. Let me see. Now I can't see this. I have to make the screen smaller. Wrong screen. There we go. Now I can see it better. Okay. Don't start that job yet, Patrick.
Oh, I just hit start.
He done it started.
I done did it.
You done did it. Okay, well, we can do it this way too. Nope. I'll wait till it's done.
Trying to figure out, is that an 84 or an 85 Dodge?
86.
Or older.
I'm not quite sure.
I'm trying to find a picture of mine.
That's pretty funny.
That's funny. That is funny.
Yep.
Too clean and organized. You know, it's really not, but it is very organized now.
Ever since I redid mine, I feel so much better about coming down here and working just by having some organization and some cleanliness. So I imagine you're in heaven.
Oh my Lord. I have
90. Yep, that's right.
What I'm calling Studio C in the back has got a 20-foot wall that's nothing but shelves from bottom floor to ceiling. So I've got half of those shelves filled up already. I can, if you tell me go find some, I can go find it right now. Haven't been able to ever do that.
Maybe.
We can actually leave that comment up on the screen.
Yep. And you can go ahead and show what you're going to show, and I'm going to grab a setting for the text.
Okie doke. So I just put some carbon fiber leatherette that has adhesive on the back. And what I'm going to do now is, this is my light burn screen. I'm going to take one of my logos. I'm going to eventually use up all of this. Everything else on here is on tool paths, so it's not going to burn. Every time I burn something out of this leatherette, I come back and put it on a tool path. You see the file is named Scrap One Carbon Fiber Leatherette. So I'm ready to burn this now. There's nothing else that I have to do. So let me put this back over here. I just need to check my cuts and layers. And my my cuts and layers are fine. So all I think I have to do, I have to turn the laser on, don't I?
Usually.
Okay, let's turn it on. And unfortunately, I have to turn on my air purifier as well, because I don't have the smoke extraction yet. And I'll hit start. Do I need to mute my mic? Is that too loud?
Can't even hear it.
No. Yep, it's fine.
Oh, okay, good. That air purifier is really loud in here. I can hardly hear you guys.
Get a gas mask and leave it off. It'll save energy.
Yeah, Roger, Patrick's shop is a lot more spacious now.
Yeah. I'm not so claustrophobic anymore.
It'll soon be a country song about a guy whose truck left him with the self-driving cars.
No doubt. That's funny. There. I think that is popping. Looking good.
Song's going to be called AIAIO.
I'm going to show you a picture of this one, Clayton, when it's finished. This is a good live stream tonight. Very comfortable.
I didn't know about it until 5 minutes before it happened.
Yeah, I got kind of busy. I was doing paperwork earlier and gluing some stuff together for trophies. Then I was helping my daughter parallel park so she could prepare for her driving test, which comes up any day she's ready to do it.
Jim, I'm sorry. I've just got the old Montport one that I got a couple of years ago. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stage one. HomeTech sells it too. I wouldn't recommend it. It does a decent job. There's no smoke in here, but there's still smell. So I wouldn't recommend that you do this indoors. I mean, without a outdoor exhaust. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucy.
Well, if you're driving a Ford, it's loose wheel.
Oh, Clayton says he saw the video of the patches I made for my son. Yeah. He's loving that hat, by the way.
I drive a Ford.
Now you can see actually how long this takes. So it's 3 minutes. I wrote it down. Hang on a second. 3 minutes and 29 seconds. And it is a 2.5 inch patch.
That looks good, Patrick.
Beautiful.
Like that?
That's snazzy.
There's one more thing I want to take care of.
Jeff, that's more like you got a bearing going out.
Okay, this is strange because I'm at 3 minutes right now, and I did clock the last one.
I felt like I've had a bearing going out. But that's just me.
I tell you, since I got my Titan, I don't even look at another truck. I love that truck.
Yeah, when I was growing up, it was nothing but Dodge. Awesome trucks, by the way. No Chevy, absolutely no Chevy. And a Ford, if we had to. I started
Sabrina
driving.
said she moved last month and finally getting her shop set up while she's watching the stream. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us.
Nice. I started driving a couple Dodge trucks. I went to a Ford.
Okay, guys, I'm running the same exact file.
Uh-oh.
Now we're at 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Why is this one taking longer than the last one that I did? Okay, 4 minutes and...
Now it looks like it's cutting, right?
Still not done. Up 4 minutes and 14 seconds this one took. All right, let me kill some of this noise. Get it off of here.
Yeah. Anyways, long story short, where I was going with it doesn't matter who makes a vehicle as long as it runs and works for you.
Right.
There are certain ones to stay away from with their issues, but if as long as it gets you from point A to point B, it don't matter. Use it.
Okay, so I'm not gonna even. Nope, that didn't work. I was trying something new. I'm not even gonna wipe this down. Let me see. Find my close-up cam.
Maybe.
Can you see that? It's frozen.
Leave it the way it is.
It's frozen.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Okay.
Either that or you're being really, really still.
I am being really still. Maybe if I just put it into landscape and then back. Nope, I'll just turn it off.
character
That's
drawers dream pose. Really, really
Never-
still.
Never done that before.
Now you're moving. You're showing.
Yeah, but you took my camera. Oh, there we go. There it is.
That looks good.
Yeah.
I love this. I love this carbon fiber. This is such really nice stuff. And then on my hat, the one that I did yesterday, I put my name on the side as well. So there's the patch on the front, the name on the side.
Now you won't
And let me
forget
tell
it.
you this. And this stuff is incredible. So I did a pull test on it, and the first one that I actually messed up, I just said, okay, I'm going to sacrifice this hat. I took the patch off, put another one right on with the right settings, and I did a pull test on it, and it pulled the material off of the hat. So this Lone Star adhesive is really some good stuff.
All right, what I'm going to do now is I selected the interior of the letters in Lightroom. First, I converted this to a path. Then I selected the interior of the letters. Then I'm hitting Control D to duplicate them. Then I'm putting them on the red layer because the red layer is the light shading. Then I'm just going to select the whole thing, and it's not going to matter if I run that light shade again. It's not going to change the color. It's really easy. It's not going to go. It's not going to go through the Zippo if I run it a couple times. So I'm going to run it a couple times, just so that the inside of those letters are consistent. And for some reason, it's running the black there. How did that get turned on? Now this will make a much better looking final product.
So if you guys are interested in the cost on this hat, I paid $2.85 for the hat and about 40 cents for that little piece of material. So that comes up to $3.25 completely for the hat and patches.
There we go.
Oh, that's better.
The truck pops.
Mm-hmm. That looks good.
One angle, I was like, that's looking really good.
Now, you're gonna love it, Chuck.
I'm happy with it.
It looks like
We
it
talk
pops
about
right
the
off the
carbon
face
fiber.
of that thing.
So there's 3 Zippos. The fourth one I don't have designed yet, so I'm gonna have to.
Patrick, I was looking at the comments when you were holding that up. I didn't get to see. Put it back up again. Oh yeah, that's nice. Very nice.
I think it looks pretty classy. Have you guys solved these?
Oops. I just took you off of full screen.
You don't have to make it full screen.
Is that a Zippo? That's not a Zippo.
Sure is.
That's a Zippo? Wow.
Propane
Interesting.
insert.
Wow.
So you can get propane inserts, and you can get them with one burner. So you have one flame, or you can get them with double flame, like for cigars.
Yeah.
But then you still have a nice blue flame there. There, you see that?
Do you have to hold? Oh yeah, you have to hold it down for it to work. I see.
Yep.
I was going to say, how does it turn off?
But you can still flip. Whoops. Still slick. You can still flip them open with one hand, if you want, and be cool.
I learned how to do that when I was 13.
They even have, which I showed on the live stream the other night, the the tool holder inserts, which are pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So there's your suggestion for the next lighter.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter what vehicle you have. If you're off-roading all the time, you're gonna break something.
Oh, you know
You're doing it
how
right.
much those how much those things would sell for personalized like that? You know, where the person tells you what the make and model of the year, make and model of the vehicle, and you go and get a a graphic of it and burn it on the lighter. You could probably get $50-$60 a piece for it or
Mhm.
more. You know, I've seen Zippos in the store that were $75 to $100 that weren't even customized. Just sitting there in the case. You know, they got the 1999 ones, and they got a glass case with the expensive ones in it.
Rich, I don't think you'd popped in whenever I showed off my brass hose cap, just for a regular garden hose.
Oh, that's cool. I need one of those.
Well, this came from. What do I do with them?
No, nobody ever does anything for Jeeps.
He's saying
Anyway,
no,
it
nobody
came from
does
Lowe's.
the Land Cruiser. I think he means nobody does the Land Cruiser. Saying do something Jeep related.
No, I thought he was being sarcastic. That's how I took it.
How about an 8 in
Everywhere.
Ford 8N? How about that, Patrick? Don't you have one of those in your yard?
I have a long. It's an old Ford lawnmower.
Oh, I thought you had a
There,
tractor.
here you go, from Lowe's.
Wow. What do you do with that?
Well, it's typically a cap for like a garden hose or a spigot or whatever, but I did an engraving on it.
Huh.
On focus. There we go.
I usually put a hose on my spigot.
Oh, this is just a cap you can put on the end of your hose or on the spigot, keep it from leaking. Or you can engrave it and make a cool little water-themed engraving.
I use the modern type of hose, where you put the hose onto the spigot and then you have the little handle and you squeeze it to make it go on and off.
Look at all these. I have a video coming out in just a couple days. These are all credit card blanks.
Oh, yeah. There you go, Sergio.
I'm going
He
to
says
show
he uses
you.
it for boiler drains or water heater drains. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so you can have custom boiler drain caps. Anyway, I have a bunch of cards here, different shades, and I'm going to show you how to actually not just engrave a card, but remove the chip from your card and put it in this, and then also how to rewrite the mag strip to copy it and then write it on the new card. That's going to be coming
Yeah,
out in the video soon.
That's a fun project. Hey, I have a question for everybody. Everybody in the audience. Why do they call a water heater a hot water heater? If it was hot water, you wouldn't need to heat it, right? It should be called a cold water heater, right?
It's the English
Correct.
language. We use
Anyone?
words, but
Yep, that falls right in line with the drive on the parkway and park on the driveway.
Park in the driveway,
Yep.
right? Exactly. But you know what? You know what's really funny about that you bring that up is that where I live in my subdivision, in code says that you cannot park on your driveway. That your rear bumper of your car has to be 30 feet off of the street, which would put it inside the garage. So one of my friends was the general manager over at code enforcement, the head guy, and I was over there getting some building plans, and I said to him, "It's a driveway. Oh no, I said it should be a parkway. You can park on it. I get it now. It's a driveway. You're only supposed to use it to get up into your garage.
Mm-hmm. Does it specify which bumper or just any bumper?
The rear bumper of your vehicle, unless you back it in, the very back of your vehicle has to be 30 feet from the street.
So you could back it into your garage just a little bit, and then just to piss them off.
And then the front bumper of the car would have to be 30 feet from the street. But it's not something. It's something that was created years and years ago and never been enforced. So everybody parks in their driveway where I live. You don't see a driveway without cars in it.
Yeah. They tried passing stuff up in these northern states where you're not allowed to warm your car up in the morning in the wintertime.
Bob, I never hear anybody pull out the water heater.
Well, why do cars have remote start if they're not meant to be warmed up when it's cold outside?
Yeah. You can't.
No,
you got to get the oil pump and do all the stuff in the morning before you can drive it anyway.
I use mine to cool off, and I use mine to cool the vehicle off, not to warm it up.
Well, yeah, that's reasonable as well. That's why it's there, it's to make it properly conditioned to your liking before you get in it.
Yeah. I said it wrong, Paul. It's the edge of your car, the edge of your car, back or front. Whether you're pulling straight or back in. It's just that there can't be any vehicle within 30 feet of the street.
West Virginia, the car is basically treated like an extension of your home.
Yeah.
Like for self-defense purposes. So in that respect, you air condition your home and keep it nice. You should be able to keep your vehicle.
Yeah.
Whatever temperature you want it.
So baseball's got that same stupid conundrum of an English language thing where you're standing at home plate and you have to hit a home run to then run home when you're already there. I just confused myself.
Base.
I don't watch baseball.
Who's on first though?
Yeah.
What?
Third base. Said
What?
Who's on first?
What?
What's on second?
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That's one of my favorite bits. I watch that every once in a while.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's hilarious.
I think the funniest thing I've ever seen by them was the landlord came on their TV show, came to collect the rent.
Yes.
And
28 into 13.
Yes, exactly. 28 into 13. And at the end, the landlord winds up owing him money.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite shows ever. And I think my favorite movie was Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting on the bench and Frankenstein sits right next to him and he's talking to him and touching him and stuff. Then he looks over. Oh, that was so funny.
I haven't saw that one.
You haven't seen that? You need to watch that.
No, I haven't. Yeah, I probably do need to.
What's the difference between it parking on the lawn and parking in the driveway? They're both the same.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm washing the car on the lawn.
You watch the car on the lawn to water the grass.
Yep. That way you're not wasting water.
Yep.
All right, guys, I am going to jump off because I need to go glue up my new Wi-Fi. My new Wi-Fi sign and hang it up.
Steve,
I need to make a couple more of these.
Ventari had popped in earlier, and I know it's getting close to time for he and Clack to get their live going. So I'm going to jump off of here so we don't run over into their stuff. But thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you did learn something. And if you have any specific questions, just shoot me an email, and I'll get back to you.
Hang on one second.
Or leave a comment. Either way.
Don't go anywhere yet.
All right, I'm not.
Let's see.
How about now?
Not yet. Are they going on Are they going on Dave's channel or Steve's channel? I guess they do it on both, don't they?
Both. They do it on both.
Yeah, they
at
do it
8
on
p.m.,
both.
Yeah.
I'm just going to drop a link in the Sunday Night Live. Here it is. I'm going to drop a link in the comments before we go in case anybody wants to go and pop in with them.
Very cool.
Well, thank you all for showing up. That was
Yep.
You're
good.
welcome. You talking to me?
Yes. Thank you, Jeremy, for
Oh.
showing up, and Rich for showing up,
I was talking to the
and
people in chat.
everyone that's watching for showing up. I just smacked my there. Oh, you can actually see that keychain my son got me at the Lego store when he was up there last year in Pittsburgh.
Dave and Steve Live starts in
Bring it from a
11
microphone.
minutes and 44 seconds.
Yep.
11 minutes and 44 seconds before they go live. For those of you who want to keep watching.
Here's my little Mandalorian.
We're just going to see you, Sergio.
Later, Sergio. Jack, you missed it. Where were you?
I think he's
You just have
saying
to
that he missed.
rewind and watch it again.
He's in the
He's
shop.
saying
that-
I think he's
Oh,
saying
he
that
is
he
in the
thinks
shop.
he missed Venturi. And
No, I
Clare.
think he missed this one.
You can always just rewind it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, just
Have a great
rewind it,
night, Steve.
that we're right there with you. Accompanying you on your road trip. Your co-pilots.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but Jack never misses a live stream, so
I know.
he watches every single live stream that ever exists on YouTube.
I don't know how he does it.
I don't know how he does it. I think he's got like his phone and his tablet and his computer and just a whole bunch of stuff that
He
he's
should be
watching
Jack.
all the different live streams at the same time.
Jack
I
in the
see him
live
in
stream.
everyone's live.
Yeah, sometimes I have to catch up when I'm in the shop. I got a huge TV up on the wall and I got a computer sitting here. So while I'm working, I'll just throw something on and listen to it and look at it every once in a while too.
Hello, Carl.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Carl.
Goodbye, Carl.
Hello, Carl. And yes.
We're almost
Thanks
at
for
2
popping in,
hours. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to be signing off.
It's a good
Everybody
2
go over to
hours.
Clack's live
Yeah,
stream.
with them,
Check them out.
Give him some love too.
9 minutes and 45 seconds. And their live stream starts. I put the link in the
Yep.
chat.
Tell them we said hi.
You guys
Mhm.
ready to go?
Said
Yeah.
hello and have a good live stream. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in.